Hello, my name is Ivan. I'm an artist. How you doing, guys? Oh my god, my hands are always messy. This is my cat. She tried to kill me yesterday. So maybe that's the reason why I haven't slept that well. I actually woke up in the middle of the night and can't sleep, and I decided to check my phone, and there was a message from Simranjit Kaur Kanwar. Sorry if I butchered your name, dude. So he asked me, can I make a video about the art supplies I used? And I thought, yeah, why not? So this is it. That's why this organizer is here today. All right, so let's delve inside this little treasure chest. So this is my organizer with the stuff I'm using almost daily, I'd say. And before we go too deep, so I have to say that I'm kind of a stationary junkie, to be honest. So I'm buying stuff, but I'm trying to stay limited. And I noticed that when you have too much things, it's just almost impossible to use it all. So you're just still focusing on your favorite things, and the rest is basically just collecting the dust. So this is my favorite things. And I don't want to be like a hypocrite or something. So I have a lot of other stuff and I'm planning to buy new stuff, but I'm just trying to be honest with myself, and I just don't really think that new pens or new tools, whatever, new paints, they don't improve my art, to be honest. What improves my art is actually like exercises and studying and practicing. All right, so before we started with the list, let me make a statement, I guess. Use what you have, because probably you already have all the tools you need, at least for progressing in your art. So anyway, let's start with the pencil, I guess. So this is the pencil I'm using, and by the way, full disclosure, I don't care about the pencils. I know there is like a full community of the mechanical pencils lovers and stuff like that, people collecting fancy pencils and stuff. I notice it doesn't help me at all. So I'm using this one mostly for my fine art. It is a pretty basic, it's called a Koh-I-Noor. It's from Czech Republic, I guess. The model Mephisto 0.3. So let's put it on the list. So I'm using pencil, Koh-I-Noor, Mephisto 0.3. So this is the pencil I use, and it's really affordable. I think it costs around maybe like $5 or so. It's a plastic body, very basic eraser, the clip, and I have it for like ages. And I have more fancy pencils as well, but to be honest, for my work, I'm basically just using this because it's very thin. It's 0.3, so it puts like a very thin, almost invisible lines, which is perfect because I covered the lines over the with the ink later. So what's the point? And also it's easy erasable. But in fact, this like simple pencil, it actually have a couple nice features inside. So it has this like brass, how they called, like pincers, no? What is the name? I forgot the name. You know, this like stuff like knuckles or something holding the lead. They made out of brass, which is good. And also it has this like springy feature. Let me show you. So when you press in too hard, it actually like goes inside of this like sleeve, you know, the lead. So the lead is protected, which is a good feature for this like tiny 0.3 millimeter, because it tends to break easily. So this is my pencil, nothing fancy, Koh-I-Noor Mephisto 0.3, but you can actually use whatever pencil you have because they almost the same. There's like indistinguishable, you know, the difference for artists. Unless, of course, if you're going to make this like a very fancy, realistic pencil drawings of like people, you know, with the skin tones and the gradients and stuff like that, but I'm not doing this, so this one is good enough for me. All right, so next is eraser. So I have been using before. I have been using like this, like typical block eraser, you know, like a square one. It was a Faber-Castell something, very like flexible, very soft one. This one is a little bit more coarse. It doesn't get as dirty. It is from this Penac company, Penac Tree or Tri Eraser. So let's put it on the list. So my eraser is Penac what? 3 eraser 301. Also very affordable. I think it was maybe like a $2 or something. So it's really simple. You just have this like claw, and it has this like long eraser inside. So you just put it in here. You can buy refills, obviously, and it's come up. Works pretty good. It has this like triangular shape, which is convenient because you can use the corner, you know, for the finer details. You can also like cut the top part with the knife if you need like a very precise point. Yeah, I know there's like alternatives like from more fancy brands like the Tombow, I guess. Would I like to try? Yes, but am I happy with this one? Yes, as well. So that's good enough. I mean, it just, my eraser, it just needs to be good enough to erase this type of pencil. And this one is works pretty fine. What is next is the fountain pen. Ooh, now we are on the fancy territory. So yeah, I do like fountain pens. I do prefer fountain pens for the line work over the regular pens, over the fine liners, because they have I don't know, just more variation. I do prefer tools with the variation of the lines, with some character in it, and the fountain pen, in my opinion, is just more versatile tool, because, you know, you can actually unscrew it like so. There's a cartridge, and you can refill the cartridge with whatever ink you need, waterproof, whatever color you need. And this like nib, this one has a special nib, you know, this like banded point here. So because of this point, it actually very versatile tool. You can hold it in reverse, and it gives you like very fine lines, almost like a fine liners. But if you hold it in a normal position, and depending on the tilt, on the angle, you can actually get like a different like line width. You know what I mean? To like a very, very thick line like this. So that's what I like. So this is a very, how to say it, like a very expressive tool. So you can get like a nice variation. You can make a hatching or whatever, and it's just a very versatile. I think this this Fude nib, bent nib, is made for calligraphy, but I do like to use it for my drawings. For example, most of these drawings, like birds, I made like using this this exact pen. Really cool one. Yeah, by the way, the name is so the fountain pen, the name is Sailor Fude Mannen. I think it was maybe like a $17. I haven't paid for this one because this was as a gift from my wife, so it's a little special for me, but still I'm using it very often, the fountain pen. What is left is oh yeah, the brush pen. Okay. So the brush pen, this is like the two most used brush pens I have, and they both modified. So let's start with my most used one. It's actually a Pentel something. let's put it on the list. So the brush pen. It's also a calligraphy instrument, I guess, a calligraphy tool. It's called Pentel Art brush pen, I think. Brush pen. And the price was maybe like $10 in my country. So this one is actually heavily modified. I changed the body, the container for the ink. So it comes with like long container like this one, long container. And the container, I decided to change it for two reasons. First one, I do prefer more juicy kind of flow for the brush pen because, you know, it has like a real bristles at the end. Can you see them? So it's a very versatile tool. So if you want, you can actually put like a very thin line. You know, you can draw some pretty fine drawing with this one. But if you need like to be more expressive, you can actually use the full width, or you can cover like the big, you know, big spots or with the ink if you need so. So it's a very versatile tool. And I do like this like juiciness and how much ink it flows. So I changed the body. The body of the original one is actually, it has such a construction, like it has the body, and it has like a cap with the hole, and this cap has like a tube attached, and this like small tube attached is inside of a thicker tube. So it's almost like a labyrinth. so the ink doesn't flow straight to this opening. It actually flows like this, you know. So I think that's this is designed to be to control the flow of the ink. But I do prefer it without this like system. So I used I just took this cap and I put it into smaller body from some AliExpress cheap brush pen. So that's what I did. And this like white stuff is actually plumber sealing tape. So I put like this plumber sealing tape because they are not exactly the same, like it leaking a little bit. So this is my modification. But if you need like a brush pen, you actually don't have to make to tinker as I did. You can just purchase. Give me a second. You can just purchase this one. It's also from the Pentel, and it is called the Pentel Aquash brush pen, and I think it cost even less, like maybe $5 or something. So, and this one is like, it's perfect initially because you have this transparent body, you don't have any fancy tubings inside, and basically the top part is the same. So let me just uncap. The top part is the same and it works the same. So you have this like, you can make like a thin lines, you can put like a thick lines, and I use this gouache a lot for these drawings of a jellyfish. Here. Yeah, so that's my recommendation for the brush pen. The original art brush is also works fine. It's just my preference. Like I do like more juicy kind of flow. Yeah, and this one is from different brand. It's also made in Japan. It's called Kuretake. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, guys. Really. So it's basically the same thing. Originally it was like a white pen, but I didn't like the white paint inside. So I basically just washed out the paint and I refilled it with the diluted ink. So now it's just like the very same thing, but just a gray tone for my drawings. Yeah, but if you need like a no-brainer, just get one of these Pentel. They works fine. All right, and last but not least, this is the Pilot parallel pen. So let's put it on the list as well. So para pen. It's called Pilot parallel pen. The price is I think it's maybe like a $14 or something, 14 bucks. This is also a very special brush. It is has a very unique nib. Look at this shape. It looks like a shovel, flat shovel. So, and because of this shape, it actually makes a very thick lines. It's a very juicy, very thirsty pen. So, and again, you can control, you know, the flow in a way. You can control the thickness in a way, so you can put like a thinner lines if you do it at angle, or even thinner lines. Or if you use in the very corner of this nib, you actually can use it as a liner, almost like a liner. So again, very versatile tool, kind of tricky to use, very fun. It has its own like character, I'd say. So I can't recommend it for everyone, but I really liked it, and I actually use it for making these expressive portraits. Give me a sec. Yeah, like these portraits in my tiny sketchbook. I use this pen for that. These portraits. It's all made by this Pilot. So it's yeah, it's hard to control. Come on, it's hard to control, but interesting tool. Not sure why, but like some of the most favorite tools, they were made for calligraphy. I mean, these like three, the Pentel was made for like a Japanese or Chinese calligraphy. This one is for Western style calligraphy. This Fude nib is also for calligraphy. I'm not sure why. I just like so much to draw with using the calligraphy pens. Oh yeah, by the way, this one, the one I used for the notes, let's call it like writing pen. Writing pen. So the name is Jinhao what? Jinhao 20, I think. So the price, believe it or not, I purchased it on the sale for about like $2. And this is actually an homage or counterfeit. I don't know. I don't think it's a counterfeit. It's like an homage to the Pilot what? Vanishing Point, something like this. So it's also, it is the fountain pen, but like it's retractable. So the nib is actually hiding in the cavity and has like a door closing. It's not the best fountain pen in the world, I would say. But it's good enough, and I do like how versatile it is. Again, just as many fountain pens, because you can refill the cartridge inside with the whatever ink you want, and also it writes at almost like any angles, even like being this like flat, it still writes, you know, and you can put it in reverse and get like a thinner lines. So that's really cool. That's what I like about the fountain pens. Yeah, and because this one is without the cap, you're just pressing the button. It's just very convenient to use if you need to make like a note or small scribbles, to doodle something. Just a good little pen. Okay, maybe I should say about the ink. I have like few bottles of ink, and I think it's like for a different video, but mostly I'm using this very cheap, affordable. It's again like the Koh-I-Noor, the same brand like making this the pencil. So it's called the Koh-I-Noor fountain pen ink. 50 gram, like affordable cheap bottle. And It's not the best ink in the world. It's not the darkest one, but the good thing is it's very affordable. I paid like $2 for this bottle, and I like it because some of my pens, they are very thirsty and they just drink ink like hell. So that's a huge plus, like the price of this ink. So yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, so this is my list. This is the things I use and the thing I would recommend. I'm not affiliated. It's not a sponsored video or anything. This is the stuff I really use every day and the things I could rely on. So I hope it was like helpful for you, or at least like fun to listen. I really tried to make it a short video, but I failed, guys. Sorry. So let me know what is your favorite like tools. Maybe I would purchase something for myself, and let me know what you think about my list. Please subscribe, hit the bell button, and thank you for watching. See you next time.